Today we finish off our hard mode base series at Town Hall 13. This base is set up for the hard mode version of the game. You can run it in regular wars if you want, but it is built specifically for this tougher mode of the game, which is an option in friendly challenges and friendly wars. So let's talk about the base. It is an anti-3 style base, which means the town hall is quite close to the outside of the village. But don't worry, just because it's near the outside doesn't mean it's always super easy to get down. And the biggest benefit of this base style layout is that the distance between the Eagle Artillery and the town hall is maximized. So it's really hard to get both of them with one push on the base. So let's have a look at the town hall compartment firstly. You can see there is a red air bomb farm beneath the town hall. So there's 6 red air bombs there, and that's set up for both queen charges so that you can kill the healers. It's a healer trap there, but it's also really good against those clone blimps. So when the player gets a blimp and the warden ability, gets to the town hall and clones some balloons on it to get the second star, because the bombs, if you can see them, are beneath the tornado, and because the tornado spins anti-clockwise, the tornado will spin the balloons into the red air bomb farm, and then they're all going to go down. Now, the attacker still might get the town hall down, but definitely won't get down the air bow that's right next to it, and therefore you've got a better chance of defending the Hydra attack strategy that's very popular. In terms of queen charges, in particular queen charge hybrid, we've already talked about the healer trap with the air bomb farm next to the town hall, but they're also the single inferno behind the town hall, because just getting down the town hall with the queen charge would not be enough to 3-star the base with hybrid. They'd need to get to the core of the base and deal with the CC and the single inferno, and it is extremely difficult to deal with either of them when they're both happening at the same time, because if you're dealing with a Hound CC whilst the single inferno is on your queen charge, you are going to burn through either your ability or lots of freeze and invis spells, and that's what we want as a defender. We've already talked briefly about the Hydra attack struggling with the clone blimp on the town hall, but have a look at how bad the pathing is to the multi-inferno on the back end. Only got those builder huts, but there is a lot of dead space in that area, and it's set up to make the dragon pathing unreliable so that the multi-inferno can stay up for as long as possible. We've also got another dead zone at 6 o'clock on the base in between the scattershot and multi-inferno, and that makes it really awkward to get both down with your heroes. But speaking of awkward scatter compartments, have a look at this compartment at 12 on the base. Got a Tesla farm, multiple skeleton spells, so many spring traps, and even a defending king and defending royal champion. And this compartment is really awkward because a lot of plans on this base seem to finish on that compartment, and that compartment is going to put up one hell of a fight, and that's why the Tesla farm is located there. Let's start off with a Hydra attack here. So we got the giant arrow. Now the giant arrow does miss the sweeper here, but you're going to see Vibe's going to come in and zap out that sweeper anyway. So ultimately, giant arrow gets really good value. We got the king and queen on the left-hand side, E-Dragon on the bottom side, and here comes the Hydra from the very bottom. This awkward little compartment. Early warden ability here, but that's generally what you see with this army. But have a look at this. The blimp is not going to make it to the town hall. Warden ability ends, troops get wrecked, and let's have a look at the blimp here. So 3 of the red bombs go off, severely weaken the first troops, and then the rest of the air bombs and the NATO go off, and that just shows how toxic that compartment is. And Vibe here did not bring a clone spell, and I'm guessing because there's not really a lot of value by the town hall here other than that air bow that you see there and the single inferno, but the blimp was going nowhere near the single inferno, so that a clone spell in this attack made no sense to bring. And we got the Royal Champion on the right hand side. Now the Royal Champion is very strong at Town Hall 13, but you're going to see here this compartment on the back end of the base. I told you it was going to be a problem for this attack, and you're going to see it right in action here. I wonder what he's running in terms of hero equipment with the Royal Champion. We'll see in a second. We're actually doing a bit of a Royal Champion charge here. I say we, but I'm meant to be rooting for the defender. Royal Champion ability goes off. I'm guessing that's Haste Gem and Seeking Shield, so no Rocket Spear on this one, but to be honest, even with the Rocket Spear, this is not a 3-star attack, because wouldn't have gotten all that health on recovery. So big defense there against a really tough army to defend against. The Hydra is super strong. I mean, look at how hard it is to kill the Royal Champion. She finally goes down, and we get the defense. Now we're defending against Queen Charge Hybrid. Now, Town Hall 13 is interesting because Queen Charge Hybrid, Queen Charge Dragon Rider, and Queen Charge Lalo are all extremely strong, kind of in similar proportions. And if you're wondering which one's the best, well, I recommend you go to our top 5 Town Hall 13 attack strategies video we did about 2 months ago, and there is one attack strategy of those 3 that I pick over the others, but honestly, all of them are very strong, and it's very hard to defend all of them at the same time. Now, let's have a look at something that I didn't talk about during the base analysis, and you're seeing it right here, because that is the second Seeking Air Mine that's hit the healers. And what's happening here is we've got the red air bomb farm next to the town hall, but if you get one balloon there, one CoC balloon, then the farm is useless. So what the base build has done here is put 4 red air bombs, 4 Seeking Air Mines to protect the red air bombs. So even if you get through the Seeking Air Mines, you're still going to deal with the red air bombs. Queen ability goes off here. Interesting queen combination. I'm guessing Vibe here does not have the frozen arrow, but a lot of Town Hall 13s don't have the frozen arrow because they weren't necessarily playing the game in February this year. And you're going to see right here the single Inferno. You can't deal with the single Inferno and the CC at the same time. It is just not possible. Queen goes down, Warden ability goes off early, but anytime that the Queen charge dies super early, particularly the healers, because if you get a healer swap on hybrid, some of the time you can still triple, but if you're not going to get a healer swap and your Queen's not getting value, you're failing the attack. Somehow the Royal Champion ability's already gone off, and in fact, I think she's dead. And yeah, this is going to be a super low percent. Not really much Vibe could have done here because of all the Seeking Air Mines perfectly in place. And given how big a fail this is, it gives me hope that this base can work against Queen Charge Hybrid in the regular version of the game. And we're going to finish off with Witch Slap here. So Zap Witches, definitely strong at almost all of the lower Town Hall levels. The Zap Quake here gets rid of the multi-Inferno, then setting up with Golems on each flank, Witches behind, and then Ice Golems, Log Launcher, and the rest of the Witches in the middle. And yeah, this attack strategy, unbelievably strong. There's only so much you can do to stop it at any Town Hall, really. You need to get up to Town Hall 14 when you get the scatter shots to have a chance against this army, but clearly this base has a little bit of hope as well. So the main push is coming through the center here. Unfortunately for the attacker here, the Log Launcher does get targeted, but doesn't matter. Opens up all the walls. The King goes to the top side though, where the Royal Champion is already, and look at the split, right? And that's all set up here because of the really awkward pathing through the base that's around that multi-Inferno on the back end that we talked about, wherein there is so much dead space around it, it messes up the pathing because the Log Launcher took down all the buildings ahead of our funnel, and then there just wasn't anything on either side. And look at what we're ending up with here. It looks so ugly, and it's the sort of thing I'm sure a lot of you are sitting there going, well, this is just a bad attack. I don't think it really was. Was it the best attack in the world? Obviously not. But I think this was a pretty reasonable attack, honestly, and it's just pathing set up by a really annoying base, and that's the power of understanding how a funnel works. Royal Champion here will die to that single Inferno. I mean, that single Inferno is getting a lot of work. Freeze does come in late. That was a bad freeze. Okay, yeah, that was bad freeze. I'm not so short-sighted that I can't say that. But yeah, you're going to see this one is still going to come into a fail. It's going to get close-ish because hybrid, it do be like that, but going to be a fail. So that is the video for you. The base link for this will be in the description below. Obviously, if you're watching this around the sort of the time that we're releasing it, Town Hall 17 is coming out soon. We got a couple of weeks, likely before it drops. What content would you like to see? Let us know down in the comments below. Really open to anything at this point. How can we finish off Town Hall 16 and do it justice? But let's do this justice here. Really nice base from the Blueprint team. If you want to use it at Town Hall 13, I recommend it. And above me, or on the left, or just at the end of this video, we're going to link the Town Hall 13 top 5 attack strategies video I talked about earlier, so you can be awesome on defense and on offense.